Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And I'm here today to talk about woolly lamb's ear. This is another one of those videos I did when I first started my channel, but I wanted to put a fresh new spin on it and I'll add a little bit more information and get it out there for all of you. And don't forget that you can find my full playlist on herbs and more, benefits and uses that I'll be putting in the description box down below. So don't forget to click on more or show more somewhere down here below the video screen so you can open up that description box and find any of the links I'll be putting therein, including any of our contact information and social media sites. So woolly lamb's ear is another one of those very first herbs that I added to my garden because of how it could be used more than anything. But then once I started growing it and started learning more about it, I was really excited to find out just how many great benefits it had other than its just actual uses. And the reason I started growing it in the first place is because its use as a bandage, an antibacterial bandage at that, or even for toilet paper if you absolutely had to fall back on it. Though I use all cloth and have for quite a few years now, but at least there's always this if you need to. But I will say a lot of times people get woolly lamb's ear and mullein mixed up because they both have light green, fuzzy, thick leaves that are shaped the same. However, they are different, though they have some similar benefits. They are different plants. Mullein gets very, very large and the leaves get much bigger than they do on the woolly lamb's ear, where woolly lamb's ear is in the mint family and it kind of tends to want to spread the same way mint does and doesn't get as big and stand up as straight. It tends to want to kind of fall over when the flowers come in and get real heavy. And the woolly lamb's ear gets the little purple buds on it, little purple flowers rather than yellow like your standard mullein does. So this right here is dehydrated woolly lamb's ear, and I want you to look close at it. You can see it's, even in its dehydrated form, it's still very fuzzy. It does have a very fuzzy texture to it, but it is excellent to use in teas. So as I mentioned, it can be used as an antibacterial bandage or even as toilet paper. Oh, and one of the reasons it makes a good bandage is not just because it's soft and antibacterial, it is also absorbent. It actually absorbs. So if you've got some heavy bleeding due to some kind of cut, this will be very absorbent in that. And it even has styptic properties that can help stop blood flow. Oh, and it's loved by bumblebees or any other bees like that. Any of those big, fat, fuzzy type bees, they love woolly lamb's ear. So that will definitely draw them into your garden. They're always the first bees that come around in my garden. So its properties are vulnerary. That means it's good for the skin, for healing, and just general skin benefits. Antiseptic, antispasmodic, anti-astringent, antimicrobial, is antiviral, antibacterial, antioxidant, diuretic. I mentioned styptic, and it's also vermifuge. So that surprised me. That was a total new one, which anything that's a vermifuge means it can help with internal parasites. So let me go ahead and read off the benefits. A lot of these will tie into those properties I just read. It has sedative properties to the nervous system. It can be helpful for dropsy, hypertension, gout, depression, headaches, kidney stones, menstrual cramps, joint pain, dysentery, diarrhea, sore throat, wound healing, mouthwash, neuralgia, nephrosis. A couple of these I've never heard before, but some of you may be familiar with those. Asthma, allergies, bronchitis. It's a good expectorant. It's good for general gut health, boosts the immune system, can help with eczema and psoriasis. So you can see, generally speaking, there are some very similar benefits to mullein in that it's good for the respiratory health. Anyway, I would say besides using topically, the best way to use this is in the form of a tea. So if you're taking it internally, that's how I recommend it. I have actually taken woolly lamb's ear and taken the dried and add it to my mixed greens blend because of its other benefits. And that's something I add to dishes. But I stopped doing that because It is very kind of soft. It doesn't break down the way other types of greens do, though you could powder it and still add it in there. But I decided to save it more for its medicinal properties anyway and for using in teas. And so the thing I like about the woolly lamb's ear is that it has a very mild flavor, and it's a pleasant flavor as well. So it's great in any kind of tea, whether you drink it by itself or you mix it with other herbs. It will blend well with just about anything. And you can eat the leaves raw and fresh right off the plant. And I have, but it's a little weird because it's like chewing on a chunk of velvet fabric at first. I think a tea is the easiest way to take it. You can tincture it if you choose. Some people prefer to do that. Now, though woolly lamb's ear is a pretty safe herb for just about anyone, like any herb or anything that you're wanting to use medicinally, you've got to understand your own issues, what kind of allergies you have, if you're on any kind of medication whatsoever. These are two of the biggest things that can cause issues if you start taking different herbs medicinally. So you got to know your own body, you got to listen to your own body, and also do your own research, because it seems like every day there's some new disease coming out that I've never heard of, and people want to ask me questions about all this stuff. I wouldn't know. I'm not a doctor, and a lot of this stuff I've never heard of that people come to me with, but I do have a video out that I did just because of that, for people to learn how to do their own research so that you can tailor it to suit you. So if you're looking for the best herbs for this particular disease, if I have these kind of allergies or I'm on this medication, these are the things you need to learn about. And even if you don't know where to start or you can't find any information, you always want to start small with any medicinal herb. And just pay attention to your body. If you have any kind of negative side effects, stop taking it right away and give your body some downtime from it. And then you can even try it again, maybe just one time, to see if those same side effects come back. And then you'll know for certain that it's not for you. And there's so many herbs out there that have so many similar properties that one person can take this one but not that one. Like some people can take things from the Lamicae family, the mint family, where maybe they can't take something from the Astracae family because they have ragweed allergy. So this would be the better choice for them. So anyway, just learn how to look into that stuff for yourself. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed healthcare provider of any kind. And so what I do is I simply compile the information so I can share it with you to give you an idea where to get started and to learn more about the herbs you may already be growing or you might want to consider growing in your garden. And by the way, I love the way woolly lamb's ear, the color it adds to my garden, the flowers, the leaves, and it's just, I love it. I love growing it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, if you're interested in learning more about different kinds of herbs, that videos I already have out, don't forget to check out that playlist I'll be linking down below. And also, please share any of your own testimonies about woolly lamb's ear. Do you grow it? Do you use it? Has it helped you with anything? Share those in comments down below so people can learn from you as well. And thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.